And along with Grant Hill. In Dorisburg, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. It'll be the Warriors off the tip. And stolen by Booker. And Booker with the jam.
You can see when a guy like Devin Booker sees a lane to the rim, he's going to exploit it.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Now here's Durant. That shot off.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Releases from 15. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
KD's shot selection is always on point. You want to concede the mid-range, he's more than willing to take it.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. First quarter of play, a minute in. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Now here's Green. Out to Hield. Jacks up a three. First shot won't go.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
I asked him specifically about Stephen Curry and what his defensive game plan is for him, and he told me, I just talked with them about communicating out there, especially when the screens are coming. We can't give Steph an inch in those situations. I think it's fair to say we can expect to hear a lot of chatter out there tonight, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Shoots over Curry. A nice shot by Booker.
Someone who utilizes that mid-range part of the floor to extreme efficiency, Devin Booker.
To the inside. Moody on the wing. Butler taking his time here. Pass to Hield. To stop the drought. And it's Butler with the jam.
You can't give Jimmy Butler that kind of space. He will get above the rim and let you hear about it.
Now Booker. Over Curry. Rebounded by Hield.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Green in the post.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
And he banks in the layup.
Tenacity. It's the first word that comes to mind with Draymond Green. Is he the tallest power forward in the league? No. But can he score it? Yes.
Now here's Beal. Over heel. Beal, no good. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. Butler, good. Butler's gotten his second bucket.
That's the tenacity of Jimmy Butler, just putting in work in close range.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Stephen Curry.
That gives him the lead.
Boy, how fast is Stephen Curry's release on the catch. Wow.
To halt the run. Booker can't get it to go.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Pass to Moody. Outside for Butler. From outside the arc. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Durant with it. Now guarded by Moody. And here's Richards. Back to Durant. Dunn outside. And here's Booker. He's covered by Curry. Shot clock at 6. That one goes. Count it. Booker's got 6.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Down low. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, Stephen Curry knows it's his responsibility to create for his teammates, and he does so there on point. Outside Butler. And at the end of
that was my shot. That was the shot.
Contested game so far. Warriors ahead, leading by 3. We've got more in store for you right. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Pass to Curry. Jones grabs the board. The Suns trailing. Three-pointer, Beal. That one no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. 20 feet out. And the basket by Beal. Beal's gotten 4 this quarter.
Oh, that release by Beal, just so pure.
Here's Golden State. Outside heel. Back to Curry. Outside for Butler. Beyond the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
Good shot, him.
Well, there's certain places on the floor that Jimmy Butler will let it fly from 3. Right there, he has a nice-looking jumper.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Back to Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Now, this guy is far from just a shooter. He can drive it, and in this instance, get up and over the rim and dunk it, Bradley.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Butler.
And what?
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Mason Plumlee. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
What I love most about Jimmy Butler is his will to win and the capacity he has to take his teammates right along with him.
Devin Booker is a two-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a three-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
Green for three. Green able to hit from three.
Wow, we're accustomed to seeing Draymond Green make the pass, but how about that catch-and-shoot delivery? Nice.
That's a
And
great
Booker
shot.
puts up a deep three.
I need that.
Get
in
it
there.
again. It's Booker on the wing. Fires for three. Rebounded by Green.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And it's Butler with the jam.
My goodness, Jimmy Butler is so explosive. Half-court transition, it doesn't matter where it is.
We've got 1:55 left in the half. And it's Booker again missing. The Warriors lead by 6. Green with the ball. Picked up by Plumlee. The kick out, Curry. And the Warriors with another three.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And the shot goes.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Hield on the wing. Butler on the wing. Pass to Curry. Outside Butler. Off with the layup.
What the?
Suns trail by 7. Here's Booker going inside. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
Right side heel. Takes a three. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Hield's got 5.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively,
no.
you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Outside Curry. Poke loose.
That's
And
tough.
stolen by Booker. Done outside. No good off the front rim. Inside. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler has found his groove, and he isn't letting the defense impact him in any way.
Yeah,
Last
Draymond.
touch by Plumlee.
Substitution for your
Ah, shit. Tarantula back in the game.
Now here's Curry. From deep
Oh,
three-point
my
land.
God, that
And
was
so
a great
that brings the
move.
first half to a close. The Warriors on top. They're up by 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
All right, we locked.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 10-point game. And there's the drive.
Come on, Dre.
Up and in on the layup. He's got 14.
You know, that's a case where big enough to absorb the contact, steady enough to finish through it. Booker is the real deal.
Back to Curry. Outside Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Curry from inside.
Yeah.
Stephen Curry a little bit undersized, but he is so slippery once he's in the paint.
Suns trail by 10. And when you look back at the 2023 draft,
We're here.
the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line, but folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's Booker.
Here.
Pass to Durant.
Turnover.
Butler with a steal. They're running. Butler going in strong.
Hey!
Misses the slam off the fast break. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Well, capitalizing on the interior, Kevin Durant is a handful if he's got position.
Curry takes it in. Basket counts. Curry's got 13 now.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so their mid-range is usually available.
Moses Moody up strong for the jam.
That's a really solid pass from Jimmy Butler. This guy all about making his teammates better.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax. But the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. Here's Hield. The shot's good. 7 points in the game.
Boy, Hield usually does his work on the perimeter. How about that finish inside?
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
He going up. Step back. Yep. We there.
From the wing.
Hell no. Oh my God.
1:56 left in the third. And here's Curry. He's got 13. The drive by Butler. Curry surveys. 6 on the shot clock. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Boy, Curry just taking over and seemingly able to get anything he wants right
Curry.
now.
Yeah, Curry!
Up top, Beal. He's got 6. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Good pass,
Dre. You can count on Draymond Green to make good decisions. This guy comes up with a lot of terrific assists.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. 1:11 left in the third quarter.
We here.
Pass to Beal. Back to Jones. Now here's O'Neal. Butler covering.
Oh, shit.
And it's
That
thrown
was a good
down
slip.
hard with both hands.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Back to Jones. Durant looking around. Let's go with a three. Jones misses. The Warriors lead by 15 to the middle. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, their size, their strength, and their skilled passing ability. Draymond Green has such a great mix of attribute and skill.
Give me that. Oh,
Pass to Beal.
here.
Here's Plumlee. Green covering. Outside Durant. For three.
That's all.
Clock at 6.
That's
Hits
crazy.
a
That's
three-pointer.
tough. That's tough.
Durant's got 7 points
Time.
for the quarter.
Time.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna
Steve
run
Kerr
5
calls
timeouts back to back.
timeout
Go ahead and
here. We
skip
might see
these.
him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your Hype Squad. Here it again for your Sun Dancers.
Here's Curry. Takes it inside. Healed for
Give
3.
this nigga pass it to the
Stephen
wing.
Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors.
Right.
Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your... And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Curry. Outside for Green. Outside heel.
Oh, wrong button.
Back to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Curry, no good. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns.
Step back. We there.
Booker. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 14. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Big body, Dre.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Here's Booker. Pass to Jones. Now here's Booker.
Step back. To the left.
Puts the move on. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It is so difficult not to bite on the up fake of Devin Booker. He's that good a shooter, boy. I don't blame you, defense. That's tempting.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Booker. Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Curry. Rebounded by Dunn. Jones with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. Pass to Plumlee. Back to Jones. Launches it. Drains the triple.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
To the inside.
What?
Outside for Green. And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal.
Ridiculous.
That's
He's
his
wide
first
open
foul.
for a fucking.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of
whatever.
contact.
Now into the lineup for your Suns. Number 2, Nick.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Left side, Butler. Good. Now
Fucking
7
him.
for 11 on the night.
See, Jimmy Butler is able to move with a certain level of force coming off the screen, and because he does, he gets
Here.
the separation he needs.
Get over that.
Booker with it. Green picks him up. Outside for
Here.
Booker. Spins. On the take. What balance from Booker.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical
I'm
intensity on
faking.
the interior. And Devin Booker does just that.
Fader on the way.
That's all.
Back to Jones. Outside Booker.
Ah!
The three is up.
That's green. That's green.
in.
That's green. That's green.
Coming off an assist from Jones. Booker's got 7 now in this quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Yeah, they've
Oh, make
collected an impressive
pass.
number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Substitution for your
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
Outside for Green. The three is up.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
The
That's a good
Suns clear
shot.
it. And they're on the break. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. It's a one-on-one situation. And here's Curry for 3. Knocks down the long J. And the
Do the
Warriors
night-night,
lead
Curry.
by
Do the
11.
night-night.
With
Do
the
the night-night.
defense
These
trying to
niggas is
protect the
asleep.
interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
That was a great stop and pop. Overplay that. Give up the 2. Give up the 2. That's all right. Overplay it.
1:55 left in the fourth quarter.
If Devin Booker's cooking, it's a wrap, folks. This guy makes the
Yup.
game look
Yup.
easy.
Yup.
And there's
Yup.
the call on Devin Booker.
Do it again.
That's foul number 2 for him. The Warriors lead by 9. .146 left to play in the fourth. Here's Curry.
Oh yeah.
Good. And
Yeah,
that basket
Blurry.
makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game
Yeah, he
is
wanted the
never
3. Just
over,
stay
so
up on
you've
that.
got to continue
Overplay it,
to score,
overplay it.
continue to build your lead.
Give that up. Give up the
And
2s,
he gets
nigga.
the bucket. Booker's got 15 points in just the second half.
But check out the handles. A spin move like that is how you lose the nearest defender.
Oh,
Hey!
Butler, what a dunk.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some
Here.
guys just relish the challenge. Find
Over that,
a
over that, over
way,
that, over
and
that.
he does.
Pass to Durant. It's stolen by Green.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official.
Hey!
This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Warriors.
Shit. Get
When
there.
you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And even
Come
the
on,
opposing
Himmy!
fans can't deny this was a sensational
Put this nigga to
game
rest!
for Jimmy Butler.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
And Booker with the jam. 34 seconds left in the game. Pass to Butler. Bradley Beal with a rebound. Outside Durant. Over Butler.
Get that, Dre.
Oh.
Ain't seeing due time, I be making meals. Bossed up in this game, I've been making deals. Get your lawyer on the phone, we can make it real. I got checks and balance, I flex dramatic. Another 50 on my neck, just my reckless habit. Ain't no on my rap, disrespect the savage. I make one phone call and the rest get handled. It's just another front step with candles. No message from the... We accept your challenge.